Welcome to Man to Man Sports Podcast. I'm Brad,
And I'm Ethan, and this week we'll be talking about the Week 1 matchups.
where we do this every week, man to man.
And every week we'll be updating the standings and the records down here. As you can see, Eagles are the defending Super Bowl champions. And to start off this week, we have a matchup between the Eagles and the Cowboys.
Classic rivalry, right? The dreaded Jerry Joneses versus the Eagles, right?
And Nick Sirianni and
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts. That's a good team.
Yeah, it's a great team. Honestly, in my opinion, last year's team was one of the best teams ever built. From top to bottom, I think.
I agree. I think the defense is up there with the best defenses of all time. I don't think that's really a question.
No, yeah, definitely. At the end of the year, that was one of the most malicious defenses I've ever seen. I put them up there with the Ravens and the Giants and the Bears. It was outstanding.
Yeah, new season.
New season and a new defense. Really, they lost a lot of players on their defense. But let's start out with just who do you think's going to win that matchup?
I think the Cowboys are still reeling from the trade. Kenny Clark's coming in with 1 week to learn the defense. He's a week 1 start for sure. He's got the talent to do it. I think the Eagles come up on top. I think they're the more prepared team, but I don't want to underrate that Dallas offense. How about your thoughts?
Well, again, the Dallas offense, I think, will have some new wrinkles in it with George Pickens on the team. A new running back room, too. So I think that may limit them and may hurt them in pass protection. It just depends on how well the new guys have picked up the blocking schemes. But I do think you're going to see some new things from the Cowboys offense, and I think it will be a lot more electrifying than last year. It is still the Eagles' defense, though. What about the Eagles' offense? What are your thoughts there?
Hand it to Saquon. Just hand it to Saquon. Let him take you down the field. Do a couple QB sneaks with Jalen Hurts. Teams still can't stop it. They tried to vote it out over the offseason, and they couldn't get it done. What do you think about the new Cowboys defense with the new energy coming in the room?
Well, lack thereof. Now look, I like Kenny Clark's an excellent player. I love him. He is a menace on the inside. But you lost one of the premier defensive players. Now in 2 years, if the Dallas drafts well, maybe they compensate for that. But here's my thought. You traded up to get Micah Parsons. I remember that because Washington was going to get him. Dallas moved ahead and got him, and then he's been a terror for Washington ever since.
Yeah.
For the league, let's just face it.
Yeah.
The guy is an outstanding player. You can scout around him, but he takes away a portion of the field every time he's on it. You can't really say that about Kenny Clark, right? And so they brought back Deontay Fowler. They've got some players healthy again. I do think the Dallas defense will be better than last year's defense, but that's only because of the injuries they suffered last year.
Agreed.
However, without Micah, you still have a pressure, but you don't have half the. Let's just face it. Micah changes the game, and you don't have that portion on your side of the field now.
Yeah, with no pass rush, I expect the Eagles to come out firing, passing the ball. I do think Saquon's the focal point of that offense, but that first drive, 3 pass plays, and they'll probably give it to Saquon, and it's a touchdown.
I, however, don't think that Dallas will be able to slow Saquon down week 1. I think he's too healthy. He's going to be too fired up. I think the Eagles win. I look at these teams when I break them down. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say final score predictions.
Oh, well, first let me do my breakdown.
Yeah, go ahead.
I look at your quarterback. I have Jalen as the second best quarterback and Dak as the third in that division. Saquon has the best. The Eagles have the best running back in Saquon, without a doubt.
Completely agree.
You put A.J. Brown and CeeDee Lamb side by side, and production-wise, they're different players, but production-wise, it's pretty much the same. And the Cowboys don't have a top 10 defense. They don't have a top 15 defense. Mm-hmm. And so my final prediction is I think the Eagles win 34-21.
I think it's I was thinking around the same numbers. I was probably thinking 30-17. I think it's going to be like that type of game. I don't think the Cowboys can score 20. But yeah, we can move on to the week 2 game, which is the next day. A little Friday night game for us all, which is very nice.
Right.
We got the Chiefs versus the Chargers.
The Chargers.
In Sao Paulo.
See, I want to love the Chargers so much, but I just don't think they're there yet. But it is a week 1 game. Did Patrick play any preseason? I don't know.
I hope not, to be honest.
Maybe he comes out a little rusty. So, do the Chargers have a chance? Heck yeah. They can try to follow the Eagles formula. They have a top-tier quarterback in Justin Herbert. They've got two new running backs coming in with Najee Harris and the rookie Amara Hampton. They've got better weapons on offense at receiver now, as in you finally bring some help from Lad McConkey with Keenan Allen and Williams coming back. But they've lost their left tackle for the season, it looks like.
Yeah, it's a rough loss.
That's a rough loss. And everyone forgets how good the Chiefs' defense is. Kaloftis,
Chris
Jones, the middle linebacker, his name escapes me, is outstanding.
Great secondary.
It's not going to be easy for the Chargers. However, I don't think the Chiefs are going to have an easy road either. If the Chargers can come in and they can run the ball like Harbaugh wants to,
yeah, Harbaugh,
and the defense can kind of fluster Patrick, because we don't really know what they have at running back. They haven't had
Chiefs.
Yeah.
They got Isaiah Pacheco if he stays healthy.
If he stays healthy. Yeah, which he is healthy for week 1, so I guess I shouldn't say that. But I just, I want to pick the Chargers, man. I want to pick them.
Okay.
But I'm not going to.
You go with the Chiefs.
Going Chiefs. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think this is going to be one of those 21-17 games.
Ooh, down and dirty.
With the Chiefs winning. I think it's Chiefs ball game.
I think it's when it's a game in Brazil, when you have to travel that far, it really is anyone's game. Who travels better? It's a tough question to ask week 1. We don't know yet.
Yeah, especially since we don't really have a lot of history on either one of these teams. Like if it was Jacksonville, who goes every year.
They go London every year.
Yeah, it would be different. But these guys haven't really traveled that much. They are both West Coast teams, so they do travel more than other teams sometimes. But who has the advantage? I don't know.
I think this is a great week 1 game. I think these are 2 playoff teams, playoff contenders for sure.
For sure.
I think the Chargers could win the West, which is a very big surprise. But it all depends on this week 1 matchup. We know this is going to travel to the end of the year because it's going to matter when it comes down to the division. Like if they both finish 11-6, which is very possible for both teams, it comes down to the division record. And this not being a home game for either team, both teams having to travel, makes it even more difficult. And I agree with you. I think the Chargers have a better backfield. I like Amari Hampton, so does Jim Harbaugh. So they're going to run the ball down their throats and then give a little Justin Herbert, a little play action to keep Chris Jones committed to the run game, to get him out on the run. And then you're going to have Lad McConkey for like a 50-yarder. Same for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, we know, has the arm.
Yeah.
Does he have the receivers without Rashee Rice in week 1?
Yeah, Rice is out. That's a big loss.
Yeah.
The one thing about the Chiefs is they have a lot of depth and not a lot of star power at wide receiver.
I want to hear your score. You said 21-17, right?
21-17.
Chiefs?
Yes, sir.
All right. You know what? I'm going to flip that. I think it's going to be 21-20 Chargers.
Oh.
I think it's going to be really close. I do think it's going to be a really good defensive game. It's one thing I didn't touch on. 2 great defenses. I do agree with you on that. 2 underrated defenses, especially coaching-wise. John Harbaugh knows how to coach a defense.
Yeah.
Chiefs defensive coordinator, Spagnuolo. Spagnuolo's been doing this for years.
Yeah.
He knows how to coach a defense. 2 very well-coached defenses. But I think 21-20 Chargers. So we're going to move on to the 1 o'clock games. And the first one on my slate is Cardinals or Arizona at New Orleans.
Oh, man. The Cardinals versus the Aints. That's a tough one, man. I seen the Saints pick their starting quarterback.
Okay.
They're going with Rattler.
Oof.
We know what we have with Kyler Murray. Is Kyler focused?
Yeah, I mean, right now the spread is Cardinals by 6.5.
You know, if I'm betting to cover, I take the Saints. I think.
I think it may be closer than people think.
I think. Here's the thing, Cardinals have a good lineup. They do, but everyone thinks the Saints are dog water, and they probably will finish in the bottom of the league.
And they're a contender for that first pick.
They are. But that's mainly because of what they have at quarterback. I like the receivers. They still have Alvin Kamara, and that defense is better than everyone looks at. If you look at that defense from last year, it was not an easy win for anybody to walk into New Orleans. And so, you know, who you go with week one? There's always going to be those week one upsets.
Yeah.
Is Trey McBride ready for the big lights here? You know,
Is Marvin Harrison ready for this
Is
big
Marvin
lights?
Harrison ready? Yeah. Is Kyler going to be focused, or is he going to be on the PlayStation? Like, what's going to happen there?
with the boys?
Yeah. I mean, how much does John Connor? It's not the Terminator. James Conner.
Yeah, James Conner.
How much does
Kinda
James
like the
Conner?
Terminator.
Yeah. How much has he got left? Maybe he is part cyborg because he just keeps going.
Yeah.
I don't know, but how much
Fights
does
off
he have left?
cancer, returns to the league. He's a real guy.
Yeah, that red light in his eye is not going out, man.
No.
He's just keeping going. Doesn't stop. So, yeah, you know, I want to pick the Saints. Where's this game at?
It's in New Orleans.
In the dirty South, man.
The New Orleans pride.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I just, I think on this one I am going to play it safe because I look at the quarterback. I don't know if Spencer's got anything in him.
He didn't show it last year.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with a safe bet with the Cardinals. I'm going to go 24-14.
24-14. So you do take the Cardinals in the spread.
You know what? I take that back. I don't like that spread.
Yeah.
So I'm going to change that up. I'm going to go 24-20.
I agree with you that the New Orleans offensive weapons are top tier. We all know Chris Olave, what he can do with a good, healthy quarterback. And, we don't know about the Cardinals' weapons. Was that McBride season last year just a fluke?
I don't think so.
I agree. I think he is talented. So I like the Cardinals. I don't like the Cardinals' defense. I don't even know much about them.
All I know is what I saw last year.
Yeah.
You know, and last year was up and down.
Yeah.
They have a good game, they have a bad game. Against Washington, for instance, they played really well for about 2.5 quarters, and then they folded like a cheap lawn chair.
Stopping Washington in the fourth quarter last year was a tough.
It was a tough ask for anybody.
Yeah,
That's true.
The Cardinals were giving up 30-point games a lot. I think this could be high scoring. Even though I don't like Spencer Rattler, I think if you give it to Kamara enough, you get Chris Olave open, you get Shaheed a couple of long balls.
Here's the thing about Shaheed. He can change the game in special teams too.
Yeah.
He is a dual threat when it comes to that. I love that kid. He may end up on my fantasy team this year.
With the new kickoff rules and the new kickoff scenario, there could be a couple of touchdown returns. Maybe he's the first to do it in this 1 o'clock game.
Oh, that's great. That's a great take. So who do you got? What's your score?
I'm going to take the Cardinals 30-28. It's going to be really close. I think the Cardinals are going to get a lot of field goals because I think that New Orleans defense will stop them in the red zone. Because James Conner, if he's still James Conner, he can get them touchdowns. If not, they're going to kick a lot of field goals. I'm going to go 30-27 Cardinals.
30-27.
Or sorry, I said 30-28. Yes.
Either way, both of us are not picking the spread. We're not picking the Cardinals to cover. I like that take.
Yeah.
All right.
So for the next game, another 1 o'clock game, we're going to move on to two questionable teams in Miami at Indianapolis.
Oh my God!
With the spread being the Colts by 1.5 points.
Man,
it's a tough spread.
Danny Dimes and timeout Tua, man. I don't know.
Concussion Tua.
Yeah, the poor guy cannot stay on the field. Oh, that's a tough one. So, I think we can both agree that Danny shows sparks. At the end of the day, he's a bottom tier quarterback in this league. Tua, when healthy, plays solid. He's a solid guy. But how long is he going to be healthy? 1 snap? 4 snaps?
Tyreek, at the end of last year, last game of the season, said, I'm out. And then through the offseason, he's like, all right, I'll play. I think this is a bold prediction. I think by week 3 or 4, they could start off like 1-3, and he asked for a trade.
I see, yeah. Who is Miami's backup quarterback this year? Yeah, I don't know.
Pull up the depth chart.
Let me pull that up.
I don't know about the Colts. I mean, the Colts defense is the Colts defense. They still got DeForest Buckner up front. He's going to cause trouble for Tua. Could give him his first concussion of the year. They got solid linebackers. They have a good O-line, which could keep Danny Dimes. Give him enough time to give it to Michael Pittman, and we know what Michael Pittman can do. Alec Pierce showed flashes last year.
He did, yes.
So it's going to be a tough matchup for both teams. I love Devon Achane. Doesn't matter about Tyreek. Devon Achane's going to be Devon Achane. He's really good.
He is. This may change your mind, though. You're going to love Miami's backup quarterback.
Okay, so give it to me.
May not matter to you if Tua's in the game or not.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
They need Tua. They need Tua. I don't even like Tua that well. Zach Wilson's not a top 40 quarterback.
Yeah, oof. He's top 10 in the mama list, but maybe not a quarterback. So yeah, Tua better watch his mama. That's all I can say. But no, I like Miami as far as the rest of the team. Colts, man, it's like they're missing that quarterback. The wide receivers are not superstars, but they're solid. Jonathan Taylor is a superstar. And hot take, not hot take, Ty Warren, the tight end rookie.
Oh, yeah.
I think that kid
could be a little safety outlet for Danny Dimes.
Well, I think he's the next Trey McBride, Brock Bowers type tight end. I think he has an opportunity to be a superstar. They have a solid offensive line. As you said, the defense is tough. And so, oh, man, to me, this is a marquee matchup.
Of the mid-teams.
Of the mid-teams, yes. I really like Miami's receiving core. I think it is top 3.
Yeah, I mean, trading away their tight end and bringing Darren Waller out of retirement. I mean, that could be, it depends. Jonnu did really well last year. It just depends on how prepared Darren Waller is for this season.
Yeah, and I think, obviously I don't know Darren Waller.
Don't know him personally.
Yeah, but I know if I were in New York, I would have been frustrated and probably happy to be out.
Yeah,
so
I think he announced retirement, but then once he got an offer from Miami, he returned.
Yeah, so I can't blame him. I think he's got opportunity to shine because Miami's more of an offense that fits him. And then you've got Tyreek, you got Malik Washington, you got Jalen Waddle, you got Achane. It's a top-tier offense as far as talent. Man, it's a tough one. I'm going to let you go first on this one. Because what's the spread, first of all?
It's 1.5 by the Colts. So, I mean, don't take the spread.
Don't take the spread. That's out.
Yeah.
That's over-under.
The over-under. And that's a good point. That brings me to, wow, it's high. It's 46.5. But Miami brought in Micah Fitzpatrick over the offseason. They still got Christian Wilkins in that front line. They didn't have a star pass rusher that kind of premiered last year.
Well, they got Chubb.
Okay, not last year, but they got Chubb solid.
And then they have Chop Robinson, who
Chop Robinson.
He didn't really do a whole lot last year, but I'm high on Chop Robinson.
He showed flashes.
I think he's got talent.
Yeah.
Also, let's see who else they've got in that defense. Just since I got it pulled
Yeah,
up.
of course.
You got Seiler from Baltimore
Oh yeah.
coming in. Linebackers, were okay. You got Bradley Chubb, and Minka obviously is a stud. I like their secondary. Secondary's solid. So I tell you though, if I'm a betting man, I take the over in that game. I'm taking the over. If
46.5. I could agree with that.
if Tua's on the field, Miami could score 40 by themselves. I'm going Dolphins,
Okay.
and I'm going to go 34 to 21.
34-21. Okay, you got them kind of blowing them out.
I do, and I've got them covering the over/under.
Yeah.
And that's my pick. I think the Dolphins start out hot, and then I think they fall apart later in the year.
Yeah, this could be one of their only wins. I do think they come out hot. Jonathan Taylor about carried a really bad Colts offense to the playoffs. It came down to the last week. I think he had like a 200-yard game in week 18.
Jonathan Taylor is the man, and I would not surprise me if he led the league in rushing this year.
Yeah, but I agree with you. Second half, they're going to have to put on Danny Dimes because, the way they run that offense, Jonathan Taylor's going to have 20 carries in the first half.
Oh.
And they're going to get into halftime. They're going to be like, oh, Jonathan Taylor has 20 carries. Maybe you have to throw the ball a little bit more.
Well, and how prepared is he? Because he's coming into a new offense. He had to share time at the beginning with Anthony Richardson, and so he didn't get all the number one snaps. So how ready is he? That's what I look at a lot of times in week one. I don't look at who's the better team or who's going to have the better season. It's who is most prepared for week one.
Who has the better... coach matters a lot week one too. How
Absolutely.
Like you said, how prepared did they get their team? What's their strategy? Sorry, what's their strategy going into week one? And I agree with you. I think the Dolphins take it. I think the spread is covered. I think it's 31-21 with the Colts scoring all 21 of their points in the first half.
Nice. So you got a Dolphins comeback?
I think it's going to be a high scoring. I do. I think it'll go into halftime like 21-17, and then Dolphins are. Mike McDaniel's going to pull out the cards he has in the sleeve.
Right. Oh, I like that.
So jumping into the next game, we have the Las Vegas Raiders and the New England Patriots at New England, with the New England having the 2.5 spread.
New England is favored.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mike Vrabel coming in, taking the helm in New England, maybe changes up the culture that kind of got lost when Bill Belichick left.
Yeah, it fell off the map for sure. Okay, well, let's start with quarterbacks. You have the experience of Geno, who was a solid quarterback from the Raiders.
Geno, yeah.
And then you got the upside with Drake May. So Drake, I think, is going to be an NFL player for sure. I think he could be the franchise guy. Is he Tom Brady? No. He doesn't play like Tom Brady.
No, he's totally different.
Is he Russell Wilson? Young Russell Wilson, maybe.
Yeah, I can see that a little bit for sure.
So, quarterback's tough. So then you go to running back. And both of them have solid running backs. You have the rookie Ashton Jeanty.
Yeah.
With Raheem Mostert as the backup.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a little thunder and lightning.
A little guidance for Ashton, too, entering the league. Getting a veteran running back who knows what he's doing.
Yeah, and then the Patriots, they have the rookie with Hendrickson. They've got both returning running backs from last year with
Ramondre Stevenson.
And then Antonio Gibson.
Oh,
and so solid running back core for New England. So then you look at receivers. And I don't even know who the Raiders receivers are.
I think Jacoby Myers is upset with his reps right now. But I count Brock Bowers as a receiver because he's their number one receiver.
Absolutely. Jacoby is an excellent slot receiver. I think he's a great player. It's the outside that concerns me with the Raiders.
Who did they got?
You have rookie Deontay Thornton, and then they brought in rookie from 2023 is starting this year, Trey Tucker.
And one more portion of the offense is the O-line. New England drafted a rookie.
Yeah.
He's looking promising. They improved the O-line for Drake May, which was very much needed.
That's exactly right.
I think New England gets the nod at offensive line. I mean, we don't know much about Drake May. We know Geno Smith. I think that's push. They push.
I would call that a push. I like Drake May and his upside a lot. I think, and he's returning quarterback where Geno's coming into a new situation.
Very true.
Geno's done it a million times. Geno will be ready. And so I like the Raiders at quarterback for this game.
Okay, I agree. So we'll give it to the Raiders. We'll give Raiders running back Ashton Genty, Raheem Mostert. So we got 2-1, and then it comes down to receivers.
I think New England improved tremendously at receiver. Here, I'll just pull up their depth chart right quick as well, since we got it right here with our lads.
The best receiver on the field is Brock Bowers, but yeah, go ahead.
Agree.
Yeah.
So Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, a little off-season trouble and a little locker room cancer, but you can't deny his skill set.
The talent is there. Demario Douglas is an outstanding slot receiver.
Proven.
And then the other one is a question mark. It's Kayshawn, I think it's Booty. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, Booty, yeah.
Yeah. So he's...
They got a tight end, sorry.
Oh, tight end is Hunter Henry.
They still have
with
Hunter Henry.
Austin Hooper. So
Okay.
the twin tight end combo. So they've got some weapons too. Obviously Brock Bowers is the star of the weapons here. And then maybe Ashton Genty after that. And then Stephon Diggs maybe. I don't know. How do you look at that?
I agree. I say overall we give the offensive to the Raiders.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So it's probably going to come down to defense. Can the Raiders' defense, can Max Crosby and crew get enough pressure on Drake May to rattle him?
In that new offensive line. It is a good question that you just asked.
Yeah, that's...
Max Crosby's proven like 10+ sacks per year.
Yeah.
How he's not rated higher on Madden, who knows?
It's a joke. Come on with that.
I don't know. He's proven himself over and over again. I can't think of any other defensive weapon that the Raiders have.
It's going to be a tough one. I think Ashton Genty has 100 yards.
Bold prediction.
I think Brock Bowers has 100 yards.
Wow.
And I think that's going to push the Raiders past them. But I think it is I don't think it's enough to push the Raiders past them.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry. I think New England wins just on the home game bid here. I think the rookies come up. I think Stephon Diggs has a big game. And really, I don't like it.
Very tough one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. I'm going to take Oakland 17-14. I agree it's going to be a low-scoring game. Mike Vrabel is going to prove that he brought his culture into the arena. He's going to hard-nose football, good defense, not going to let Geno Smith win. He's going to let the rookie try to beat him. Like, he's not going to let Brock Bowers, Geno Smith do what they want. He's going to be like, give it to Ashton Genty. Let's see what the rookie can do. So we'll move on to the next game. A very interesting one. We got an Aaron Rodgers, the Aaron Rodgers Pittsburgh versus his former team, the New York Jets, at New York.
So many questions week one.
For both these teams.
For every team, but
yeah,
especially when you look at teams with new quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Justin Fields on his third team in 3 years. You got Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, Justin Fields going against his old team. Sorry.
Yeah. And you got Aaron Rodgers going against his old team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, I love the Jets defense. I love Garrett Wilson. But top to bottom,
Breece Hall.
Yeah, Breece Hall's a solid player. Their offensive line is better than last year.
One little stat here. Justin Fields has improved the run game for every team he's played on. Chicago, when he left, run game went down. Steelers, when they benched him, the run game stopped completely.
Yeah.
He improves every run game because you have to watch both players, and that's just tough to do. Justin Fields is a running back. He is really good at running the ball. And that's just a little stat I wanted to bring up. So I think he improves Brees Hall in that Jets run game. And but I mean the Steelers run defense, like
Yeah. Yeah, if you were going against the Jaguars or something, it would be different. But it's T.J. Watt.
It's T.J. Watt,
Peyton Wilson, and T.J. Watt and Patrick Queen is their linebacker core.
Yeah, Highsmith's a good solid guy on the other side of T.J. Watt.
Number 1 draft pick at defensive end, Cameron Hayward in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, Darius Slay.
So, oh my gosh, I forgot Cameron Hayward returned, but like when I saw this guy's tape, he looked like the next Cameron Hayward. And with Cameron Hayward staying there and teaching him, having like 2 Cameron Hayward type players on your D line, that is scary.
Dangerous. And the secondary stout. They lost Minka, but they brought in Juan Thornhill.
Oh, yes, Juan Thornhill's underrated.
Very underrated player, and so I really like that defense. I mean, it's top tier. And then DK Metcalf, Calvin Austin, Roman Wilson. That's their starting receivers.
Yeah, I think DK Metcalf and Freiermuth carry the receiving options for Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I'm going to change that. I think it's going to be DK Metcalf and Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, I agree.
And Freiermuth's going to be right behind him. That could be the best tight end tandem in the league.
I mean, Jonnu, a great receiving. Freiermuth is good at blocking and receiving. So Freiermuth's going to be in the run plays and the play action plays, and Jonnu's going to be in like the 4 wide. Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough order for the Jets. The Jets have a lot of talent. Garrett Wilson, Josh Reynolds.
An underrated defense, like you said. What's that defensive lineup like?
So here's their defensive line here. Quinnen Williams, obviously, is the stud of that defensive line. They brought in Harrison Phillips from Minnesota.
Dog.
Yeah, they got Will McDonald.
Dog.
Yeah, and then at linebacker, Quincy Williams is a superstar in my book.
Dog.
Yeah, and then Sauce Gardner.
Dog.
Yeah, so this is a good defense.
Good defenses all around.
So I'm looking at an offense who hasn't played together in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
And an offense that hasn't played together in the Jets.
Yes.
And 2 top-tier defenses.
Yes.
This is my kind of football.
That's a great football
Slobber knocker. This is going to be... Here's what I think is going to happen. I think the Jets get the RPO going, and it's 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah.
All the way down the field.
You know Pittsburgh's going to be ready for what Justin Fields can do.
Yeah.
Played with him.
Yeah, and then I think if Aaron's got anything left, he's going to hit somebody deep to break this game open. But I think this is one of those. What is the over-under of this game?
Very good question, Dad. Very good question. Oh, and it's a very low one. Pittsburgh's got the spread 2.5. The over-under is 38.5.
38.5.
And I still take the under.
That is about where it should be. That is a fair over-under right there. Man, where's it at?
It is at New York.
It's a short trip for Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh is not afraid of the lights.
No.
Aaron Rodgers seen everything, done everything.
Mike Tomlin as well.
And so I like Pittsburgh. I do think the Jets are going to be better than advertised.
Agreed.
They could be one of those dark horse playoff teams. If Aaron Rodgers has anything left in the tank, this Pittsburgh team is a playoff contender.
I think that was a good point. These teams could be playing for that 7th seed at the end of the year, and this game could be a big proponent of that.
Very well could be. If Pittsburgh was in the South, I'd pick them to win the division.
In the South, yes.
But they're with Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, so that's a different story. I do like Pittsburgh in this game. Man, I'm going to say 17-14.
I was thinking like the exact same thing. To be a little different, I'm going to go, I guess, a little lower. I'll go 14-13 Pittsburgh.
I like it. This is my kind of football game. I would say hard hitting, but they don't let them hit hard anymore. So, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's definitely going to be one of the games on my TV screen when I got the four games up at the same time. They're one of the four.
I'm with you there. That's a great take. Great game. Some great opening week games here, right?
I agree. A lot better than I expected. We'll move on to the next game, one that we know pretty much a lot about. We got the New York Giants at the Washington Commanders.
We disagree on this game. I am terrified of the Giants week 1.
I don't think Cliff Kingsbury is going to put his full playbook on the board. So I guess I can see where you're coming from, but yeah, what are your thoughts on this game?
Well, I think Cliff has enough plays for the next 3 years.
He's cooked them all up.
I think they don't all work, but he's got that many plays that he can draw them up, man. He can draw them up. Okay, when you look at quarterback, it's a no contest. Jane Daniels, by far the better quarterback.
The better quarterback. We're top 5 quarterback in the league in my book.
Yeah. You look at running back, and it's a coin toss. Is Chris Rodriguez and Bill any better than Tyron Tracy and Austin Eckler? Yeah. Are they any better than Tyron Tracy and Cam Scadaboo? We don't know.
We don't know, especially since Cam Scadaboo's unproven.
Yeah. Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin, those are 2 dynamic superstar wide receivers.
Yeah. I mean, Malik's going to get like 8 to 10 receptions, like 3 of them behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So you go to the number 2 receiver, and it's Debo versus Slayton. And to me, it's Debo all day. I like Debo, what he brings to the table, in the run game and in the passing game. He once he gets the ball, he is dynamic. And so I like Washington there. You go to Noah Brown on the outside, who I don't even know who the Giants' third receiver is.
Or we could go to the tight end, Zach Ertz. I think we got them both at receiver 3 and tight end. Even though Zach Ertz is in his final leg, he's still so good in the red zone.
Right. Well, and you got last year's rookie for the Giants, Theo Johnson, who honestly he's not a bust. I'm not saying anything like that, but he's not Brock Bowers, right?
He's not Zach Ertz.
He's not Zach Ertz. So Tyron Tracy, Chris Rodriguez, Austin Eckler.
No, I give him to the Giants for now.
Okay. But Malik Neighbors and Terry, I'm going to say wash. I mean, my personal bias, Terry. But
yeah, and you got to look at the quarterbacks given the ball. If you're asking me who do I think is going to have a better week 1 game, I'm saying Terry. If you're asking me about skill level, I agree with you. Push.
Right. So Slayton versus Debo, I'm taking Debo.
The Debo.
Noah Brown and Wan'Dale Robinson, wash.
I'd say a wash. I agree.
Yeah. So then it goes to tight end and offensive line. I like Washington's offensive line better. I like the Giants' defense better.
Yeah, and I think we both agree this is a high-scoring game. Let's get on to the score predictions.
Yes.
Washington is 6.5-point favorites, and the over/under is 45.5. It's a pretty high over/under, but I think it could get there. It's going to be I think both teams are going to score 20 points.
Yes, I don't think, I'm excited about Washington this year. I think they got a real chance, but I'm not crazy about that run defense yet.
No, yeah, the run defense.
And we all know if you run, then you can play action.
If Cam Scadaboo gets, 5 yards per carry, yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah. So, man, I don't know. I want to pick Washington to cover.
I'll give you my score prediction first. Yeah. Like I said, I think both teams scored 20. I got Washington 28-24.
28-24 is a good score. think that's fair. Man, I think I'm going to go a little different. I think I am going to pick Washington to cover, even though both games last year were super close. I think Washington is more ready than they've shown in preseason. Um, I'm going to go 32-21.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
That's my score. 32-21.
I like that.
All right, what's next?
Yeah, we'll move on to the next game, the Battle of the Cats. We got Carolina Panthers versus the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh, man. A lot of people are high on both of these teams this year. They think Panthers are much improved. You got Jacksonville. I like Jacksonville's weapons. I don't think their defense is good.
2.5-point favorites.
Jacksonville's 2.5-point favorites. Trevor Lawrence versus Bryce Young.
That is such a good quarterback battle.
It is.
Two quarterbacks who've shown the flashes that they could be really good quarterbacks. Trevor needs to stay healthy, and he's going to be solid. And Bryce Young, at the end of the year last year, he was competing with Patrick Mahomes in that game against Kansas City. They were back and forth scoring. It's a hard push.
Yeah, that's a push. So you go to running back. You got ETN and the rookie at Jacksonville versus Chuba.
Oh, you mean ETN and Bigsby?
Bigsby, yeah.
Not a rookie, but he's.
Oh no, they drafted a guy too.
Oh, sorry.
Hold on, let me pull it up here.
I still think ETN and Bigsby get the most carries.
Oh yeah, Tootin, the guy from Tech, the Hokie.
Yeah, I don't see him getting much carries in this game.
I don't think he's ready yet.
Probably an ETN backup plan because he does have a little injury history.
Yes. Yeah, I think he is the stop valve there, and a good one.
Yeah, solid.
I really like their lineup with Thomas and Hunter and De'Ami Brown.
Yeah.
And then,
Evan Ingram, or no, sorry, he's gone now. Who's their tight end?
They got the rookie from last year, Brenton Strange.
And he showed good flashes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, from 2 years ago. But I like him too. A lot of people have him as a breakout fantasy player this year.
Could be.
I don't.
With a healthy Trevor, maybe, but I agree. I don't either.
I do think they're going to air the ball out a lot, but I think ETN's going to get a lot of those targets if he's on the field.
Yeah, because it's been a good competition at camp between ETN and Bigsby.
Yeah. And Carolina, I like their rookie receiver. I like what they've done on their defense. I think Bryce Young, a lot of people have given up on him and Trevor Lawrence. I don't agree. I think they're both have big years this year. I'm going in a shootout. Well, let's just hear the over-under and the favorites.
So, like I said, Jacksonville's 2.5-point favorites, and the over-under is 47.5. And now thinking about it, the Panthers' defense, average. Jacksonville's defense, below average.
Yeah, below average. And I think that they lost Brendan Sheriff this year. He retired.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think that's going to hurt them a little bit, but I'm not sure it shows up against the Panthers.
Yeah.
I like Jacksonville in a shootout game. I think this is going to be a 38-35 Jacksonville.
I like that. I agree, shootout. Let's see. Go a little weird. I will go Jacksonville. It's going to be close. 30, let's go 32-30.
32-30.
Yeah.
Nice, I like it. All right, we're both on the same page on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like we have been on most of them. We have a couple of off. But on to the next game. We got the AFC clash of the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns, with the Bengals only being 5.5-point favorites. Thoughts?
Well, let's face it. They're the Bengals. I like the Browns' depth in most positions. I like their defense.
4 quarterbacks. It's just
the quarterback
locker room cancer.
The quarterback thing is, ugh. I don't like it. It's terrible. I don't like their receiving core. That defense, man.
Can't deny the early draft pick, and and Miles Garrett. How do you forget?
Yeah, Miles Garrett is a stud.
Yeah. It is a high over-under of 47.5 points.
Oh, wow.
I guess they expect that Bengals defense to show out.
Yeah, I don't know. The Browns are the Browns. I don't like them. I do like their running backs.
Yeah, I do think this is way too high for an AFC North matchup. Very low-scoring games usually.
Yeah, the Bengals, man, Joe Burrow and that offense, though, that's the toughie right there, right? The problem is, can they be on the field? Because if the Browns are running the football and not turning it over,
who's their running back this year?
They have rookie Quinshon Judkins,
rookie, yes.
and Ford from last year, who's a solid running back.
Losing Chubb's I'm just going to be short and sweet on this one. 30-14. I don't give Cleveland a chance. I got Cincinnati.
Man, I was pump faking too.
I'm glad you got me. You got me.
I think the Bengals blow them out.
The first blowout.
I think Burrow lights the Browns up. I think Joe Flacco gets. I love Joe, but come on, man.
He doesn't even have weapons.
And these rookies, man, not a chance. Not a chance. What'd you say, 30-14?
They're lucky to get 14.
That's fair. Man, I would probably go with a similar number. I'm going to go 35-17.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Very fair. So we'll just move straight on to the next one. Another 1 o'clock, our last 1 o'clock game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay. Hype and hope versus solidarity.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'll let you take the helm here. Who do you like? What positions you like?
I mean, I'm a big Baker fan. I think he's a top 10 quarterback. Sure, he turns the ball over, but the what he brings to the locker room is underrated, and he puts up numbers. He can throw the ball. He's got Mike Evans still. He's got that young receiver that showed flashes last year.
Yeah, and then they drafted Mbuke. So
totally forgot.
They're 4 deep at receiver.
A good receiving core. I don't know why I'm blanking on the running back.
Bucky Irvin. Stud.
Like, that offense is crazy. You got
Chad Otten at tight end. He's
Cade
solid.
Otten is
Cade,
really good. The D-line, great with their Vita Vea holding it down.
Vita Vea, I love that guy. Oh, man.
I guess I'll just quickly go over the Falcons. I think they're going to be a bust compared to people's expectations. I think Michael Penix has a little bit of a sophomore slump. I mean, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, they're going to get them yards, but can they get them touchdowns? It's going to be tough. I think there's going to be a lot of field goals. Their kicker's going to get a lot of work. I'm not going to say my final score predictions. What are your thoughts on this game?
Fair enough. So we're on the same page here. Baker is a top 10. That offense is top 5. That defense is solid. This is a Super Bowl contending team right here. I fairly think that. I think had Washington not beat them last year, I think they would have beat Detroit.
They're an easy playoff being in the worst division, but keep going.
I think they would have beat Detroit. I think they would have gave the Eagles a better game than Washington gave them. But it's because they had a better defense, And Michael Penix, I hope I'm wrong. I like to pull for the young guys. I have nothing against him. I was not impressed last year. And I think you nailed it. Drake London, Bijan, Pitts. Who's the other receiver they have? I'm drawing a blank of his name. McLeod. This is a highly productive offense. The defense is still not great. And you're putting all that, when you have an average line, when you have a below average defense, you put a lot on a young quarterback. And most of them, except for Patrick Mahomes, most young quarterbacks can't handle that. And you're going against a Super Bowl contender week 1. I don't think they're ready. I do think it'll be a fun game to watch, but I think ultimately Penix turns the ball over.
Late game.
And I think we'll go over the cover and the spread and over under. I mean,
So Tampa Bay is favored by 2.5 points, and the over under is 46.5. I've thought about my score prediction of 15-21.
okay. I like where your head's at. I do think it's going to be a different score.
Okay.
Like I said, I think Tampa is a Super Bowl contending team. Baker is for real. And at the end of the day, when you have a big lead, sometimes your offense lets up and teams get garbage time points. So I'm going to go 35. I like that score today for some reason.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say I like your field goal game. Washington won a game last year only kicking field goals, but not against Tampa Bay, right?
No.
So I think it's going to be 35-22. We'll just add a touchdown to your 15.
So our first 4 o'clock game to move on. We got a good one
All right.
with the San Francisco.
Yeah.
The San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks are both making a couple of moves this offseason.
Oh yeah, Sam Darnold for Seattle. That's a big move.
Sam Darnold getting rid of DK, which is going to hurt. But, San Francisco getting rid of Drake Greenlaw, which is
That's
also going to
right.
hurt.
Yeah, not just Greenlaw, but the safety, right?
Hufanga,
Hufanga, yeah. it's a
which
big
they didn't
loss.
get rid of him. They just couldn't find him. They had
Right.
a bunch of contracts.
And Seattle loses Tyler Lockett. So there's a lot of turnover with these teams. What I feel like San Francisco has the less of the turnover. I usually weigh towards that team in a week 1 matchup. And,
Well, I would agree. I would say Seattle's had more turnover offensively, but San Francisco's had more defensively.
fair, but I think San
And they
Francisco
lost Debo.
I think they're deeper defensively. And,
I agree.
And San Francisco, let's face it, they're used to playing without half their team.
Although you can't underrate that Seattle defense. It is the Leonard Williams in the center, the secondary with Witherspoon.
Oh, man, Witherspoon's a beast.
A very underrated defense. They're going to cause turnovers, especially against like a Brock Purdy offense.
Yeah, it's a conference rivalry.
Yes. With San Francisco having the 2.5 point favorite, over under being 44.5.
Darnold lit it up last year, but last year he had Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, one of the best offensive in the league. T.J. Hawkinson, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison,
Aaron Jones,
underrated. Yeah. And now he has JSN and Kenneth Walker.
So I like Seattle's head because where their head's at. They brought in Darnold because he fits their scheme better than Geno.
Great.
He can get the ball downfield to Njigba, who is I think a superstar in the waiting. Kenny Walker, when healthy, is a heck of a running back. It's just that when healthy thing. Him and CMC drink the same Kool-Aid or something. Because these guys cannot stay on the field. Yeah. But both of them are fun to watch. Purdy is a consummate pro.
Agreed.
And
been to a Super Bowl. So
both coaches are. I like both coaches. It is in Seattle though. I like the fact that Seattle gets the home game with Sam Darnold.
Week 1.
Kenny Walker, man, it's tough. Let's hear the spread and everything.
So I did say 2.5 point spread for San Francisco.
San Francisco, okay.
And 44.5 for the under.
Oh man, so I don't think they seem to put these over-unders where they need to be, but I think I would go under on that game.
Completely agree. I think it's going to be low scoring. Well, I want to hear your score first, though.
Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna say Purdy's a little rusty. Seattle steals one here. Going with an upset, a little upset. I'm going to say it's a 28-21.
Okay. I got it a little low scoring than that. I'm going to say it's like 17-20. We both pick Seattle, though?
I'm taking Seattle. I didn't know that you would take Seattle.
Upset.
Okay, yeah. All right.
I think that defense is underrated, and Brock Purdy is going to be in a whirlwind back there.
Yeah, it's not easy to play in Seattle. It's not easy to come back. You know, you haven't played in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he played some last year. I forget.
Now,
But he doesn't have Debo. He doesn't have Ayuk. I like Seattle in this game.
Agreed. All right, so we move on to our next game, another 4 o'clock game. We got two interesting teams, a little controversial, with the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos, with Denver being the 8.5 point favorites and an over-under of 42.5.
Man, that's a big spread right there. So, okay, you got Bo Nix, runner-up for Rookie of the Year last year, and outstanding rookie year. One of the best ever, honestly. Top-tier defense, and then you got Cam Ward. And I'll be honest, I don't know if Cam Ward is going to be a franchise quarterback, but Cam Ward is a dog. That is a dude. He is a leader. Maybe he's Jameis Winston, but maybe.
But maybe what?
I was going to say, but maybe he's Baker Mayfield. Maybe he is a leader of men. And
he does got that dog like them two have.
He does, man.
Brings that energy into the locker room.
Yeah, I love players like that. Those are my kind of guys. I would take somebody like that. I'm not talking about talent. I'm just talking about leadership. I would rather have that guy over the Kyler Murray or the Aaron Rodgers.
Completely agree. This guy's going to come in with all the confidence in the world week one. Now, for a rookie to come in against what I think is the best defense in the league this year.
I agree.
With Sean Payton coaching them.
Yeah.
He's going to be in hell. And we have complete faith in Cam Ward.
Yeah.
We have more faith in that defense, bringing in Dre Greenlaw and Hufanga to an already top 5 defensive last year. That defense carried them to the playoffs. And I know they didn't show up against the Bills, but not many defenses did last year.
Yeah, that's Josh Allen, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Last year they talked about how that defense was unheralded. That's not going to be the case this year. They've got stars on that defense.
A leader in Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, and if Bo Nix cannot turn the ball over and can produce 20 points, let's say, what's the average score in the league? I think it's like 23 points. If he can hang 23 a game, this defense and this offense, they could be a Super Bowl contending team right here. But it all falls on, is Bo Nix for real or not?
I mean, with that, if that defense gets them in favorable spots, I mean, against a rookie quarterback, very possible. I agree. If they get him in those kind of spots and he pulls it out for the team, that's going to be a dangerous team that's definitely playoff contender.
Yeah. It's just, does he have it? He's got Cortland Sutton, great wide receiver.
Brought in Evan Ingram, huge addition.
Huge addition. I'm not sold on the running back room. And
losing Javonte.
They lost Javonte Williams. They brought in R.J. Harvey as a rookie. I like the Titans this year to be much improved. I don't think they have a chance in this game.
Agreed.
I'm going to say this is a 17-10 game.
Okay.
And I think that's being generous to the Titans. You know what? I take that back. I think this is a 24-10 game.
Yeah. I have a similar point spread there. I have it 20-7 going to the Denver Broncos.
Fair enough.
All right, and we move on to the next game, a little 425 game. Ooh, a really good game. Detroit Lions, Green Bay Packers. Who you got?
Oh, man. Love and Goff, which is I love to watch play, right? You got Gibbs, you got Jacobs, you got Montgomery, you got Amon, you've got the rookie Matthew Golden for Green Bay at wide receiver.
I mean, Amon-Ra takes that, but I mean, he's unproven. He could be just as good.
I like Golden. We don't know what he is yet.
Exactly.
Amon-Ra is a top 10 receiver in the league, top 5 possibly. That offense, though, here's the thing. In this game, I'm not sure it's the weapons. I told you I like to go with the most prepared team.
Ooh,
Detroit has two new coordinators.
Yeah, that's true.
They have 2 new coordinators. They still have the guts of this team, though, right?
But the culture's still there.
And if they were playing another team, but this is Green Bay. This is a rivalry team. This is a team that is just brought in Micah Parsons.
Very underrated defense.
Where's this game at?
It is in Green Bay.
Okay, I'm going to go with a homer on this one.
Green Bay is 2.5-point favorites with a 46.5 over/under.
Man, again, that over/under is right where it should be, I think.
I completely agree with this game.
I think this is a 28-24. I like Green Bay. I like the more prepared team.
I would literally have said the same exact thing. To be a little different, I'll go 27-24 Green Bay. It's going to be that. It's going to come down who has the ball last.
Yeah. Well, and if Jordan Love is not really proven to me he's that guy. Goff has proven to me that he's not. Goff is, I know you don't agree with it. He is highly prolific, but the Rams traded him for a reason.
I mean, he's a good leader if he has good weapons. I agree. He can't make something out of nothing like Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But he's consistent with a good team.
You know what he is? He's Trent Green. He is...
Before my time.
You know, he is Alex Smith 2.0.
Okay. You know what? I agree with that.
Yeah. And so, I don't know what Jordan Love is yet, but I like his upside. I like Green Bay at home, and that's what I'm going with.
We got the Packers. Maybe a different story later in the year being at Detroit.
Definitely.
And so we're going on to the next game. One of the last 3 games. Still a 4:25 game. We got the Texans, or the Houston Texans versus the Los Angeles Rams at LA, with LA being the favorites.
LA, I'm sure, is the favorites.
D'Amico Ryans versus Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Defensive-minded versus offensive-minded. And that Rams defense is underrated. I still don't think they're top 10.
Which of these teams takes care of the ball better?
Matthew Stafford or C.J. Stroud? I'm saying Matthew Stafford.
Right. I like Kyron Williams. I think he's a great running back. Joe Mixon's out for the Texans. Chubb is in. I just don't think he's got that much left.
Yeah.
Nico Collins, if healthy, is a superstar.
So good.
I
I really think he makes C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud without Nico Collins is not the same player.
That's fair. And Stafford is not who he used to be, but he
Agreed.
does have Puka.
Still got Puka.
And he's got Adams. So I like that.
Brought
right?
in Adams.
And I don't think the Rams are a Super Bowl contender.
No, I don't think either team is.
As you already
Both
say, I
are
don't think
playoff
Houston-
contenders,
Both of these are playoff teams.
especially in weaker divisions.
Yeah. And I like the West this year. I think it's going to be a tough
The NFC
tough
West,
division.
I agree.
But
the
the
AFC
AFC South is still down.
Yes,
I think it will be better this year,
agreed.
but it's still down. I'll let you go first.
Like we've been saying, a good spread, 43.5. And you know what? I'm going to take the under. I think it's a close game. I think the Rams squeak it out, 21-20. Very close game.
I'm going over.
Okay?
I think the Rams are at home.
Yes.
I'm going to take the Rams at home, but I think it's 27-24.
I could definitely see that.
Yeah. I think Kyron Williams does well on the ground, and then those wide receivers open it up. Meanwhile, I think Nico busts loose a few times, and
For sure.
and keeps them in the game.
Yes.
So Rams 27-24.
Move on to the Sunday night game and my game of the week.
That's a great sound effect.
So we got Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills. That was even better. And the Bills are the favorites, just like Josh Allen barely won the MVP last year. Buffalo by 1.5 points.
1.5 points. Over under is
The over-under, 51.5. We got a new high.
Jeez. Well, you got two of the best quarterbacks in the league. I think they are the two best quarterbacks.
Two best quarterbacks.
Lamar and Josh Allen, very much alike in the way they play.
If we break it down, Derrick Henry's got the running back against James Cook. Two great running
Two
backs.
excellent running backs. And you go to wide receiver, And I think the Ravens have the advantage there.
Wow, yeah, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews.
Excuse me. They brought in Old Man River there. Wide receiver.
DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Hopkins.
Yes, they brought in DeAndre Hopkins.
And Bateman, I think, is an underrated wide receiver.
I think he's a very good third.
Yeah. Yeah, he is a good outside wide receiver to have as a complimentary player. Before your time, he reminds me of an Alvin Harper for the Cowboys. I think he's solid. Baltimore has one of the best tight end duos in the league. Buffalo's has a great tight end too in Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah, it's very young.
I think Buffalo has a better offensive line. I think the defenses are close.
The offensive line's close. Defense, I give it to Baltimore. That's just because of the secondary. Like it's, Buffalo's gotten a little older. They, it's not the same secondary that they had 10 years ago.
Right.
But it's still a really good team. I give Baltimore the defense. I give Buffalo the offense. But it's going to be a shootout. It is.
It is going to be a shootout. It's going to come down to can someone keep their feet in bounds on a touchdown, right?
Mark Andrews doesn't drop the ball.
Yeah. Can someone catch the football? This could be your AFC championship game.
Very possible.
Now, I'm high on both of these teams. I'm high on both these quarterbacks. I like both coaches. It's in Buffalo. I'm going Baltimore. I'm going Baltimore in a shootout.
Wow. All right.
Do you want to give your score first? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
I'm going to stick with that 35. I'm going to go 35-33. It comes down to the last drive of the game. He is Zay Flowers going across the middle, breaks loose, wins the game.
I love that prediction. I mean, we know Derrick Henry's going to break out for a 20-plus yard touchdown too.
That's going to happen.
You got to contribute that. So let's say Derrick Henry gets 2 touchdowns. Lamar runs for 1. Lamar throws for like 2. That's 35 points. And so I agree. I think I got Baltimore 35. I think Baltimore makes that one stop in the fourth quarter that determines the game. They have to kick a field goal. And I agree it's going to be 35 to like 31.
Okay, yeah, close game. We're on the same page there.
I agree.
Is that all of them?
No, and then we have one last game. We got the Monday Nighter, a little disappointing Monday Nighter, but 2 teams who could be really good. Got the Minnesota Vikings versus the Chicago Bears.
So this is, again, the battle of hopes, right?
Agreed.
What does J.J. McCarthy have?
Yeah, unproven, but he's got the best receiving core in the league.
Can Caleb Williams improve over last year with a new offensive coordinator?
And a new head coach in Ben Johnson.
Yeah. I think Minnesota has a slight advantage here in the returning coach, who is a quarterback guru, and the fact that, yes, JJ was hurt. He hasn't really played, but he did get to sit in that room for a year. So I don't know that JJ is a premier quarterback. I don't know. None of us know, right? We haven't seen him play.
So I think McConnell's the quarterback whisperer. He's never had a bad quarterback. And I think it's definitely he knows talent. So I don't disagree that J.J. McCarthy could be it.
I agree. I think he's gotten the best out of every quarterback he's ever had. Minnesota has a good lineup. They have Aaron Jones. They have a good backup running back behind him. They've got Justin Jefferson. They've got a T.J. Hawkinson. And the rest of the receivers now with trading back and getting Adam Thielen back in the room.
True. And then defense, last year it's statistically top 5, number 1 in turnovers. Yeah, I don't think they replicate the turnovers, but you can't say they can't replicate that talent.
I don't think they replicate those turnovers. I do think the defense takes a small step back, but it's still a solid defense with a lot of offensive talent. Yes. They've given JJ everything a quarterback needs to succeed.
And I'd say the same thing on the other side. They've given now Caleb Williams everything he needs. They lost a receiver in Keenan Allen, but he's getting old. You still got Odunze, who showed flashes last year. He could come up big in his sophomore season.
You have DJ Moore.
Still got DJ Moore.
Yeah, he brought in
Got Loveland.
Loveland
Yes.
and Komet. Komet was borderline Pro Bowler last year.
Can run those 2 tight end sets with DeAndre Swift in the backfield. Can catch the ball. Can run the ball.
And you were talking about the league making changes and being more defensive. You see a lot of these twin tight end sets now.
Because of the premier pass rushers we have now.
Yeah, and so you bring in that extra blocker who can also catch, and that's what Baltimore was so good at last year with Likely and Andrews, and teams have jumped on that. The Pittsburgh's copied it, right?
Yes.
A lot of teams have copied it.
Agreed.
And I think that I like the fact that they can do that. They have the 2 tight ends to do that. Again, I like to be in the more prepared team.
Agreed.
I think Minnesota's the more
Who's
prepared
made the
team.
less changes, and I agree, Minnesota.
I think Chicago could be the better team at the end of the year.
Very possible and completely agree.
But week 1, is it in Chicago?
It is in Chicago.
Man.
With Minnesota being a 1.5 favorites and the over-under being 43.5. Do not bet on this game.
Yeah. Bottom line, stay away from this game is the plague. Yeah, no way. No how would I put any money on this. Maybe I put money on Caleb Williams getting 3 sacks.
Getting sacked 3 times.
Yeah.
I would put money on that.
Maybe put one on J.J. turning the ball over.
Yes, especially premier Monday night game for his first game at the league.
I might take those bets, but I'm staying away from that spread. I'm staying away from that over-under. My gut says Bears, but
Stick with the gut.
man, my logic says Minnesota's a more prepared
I'm in
team.
the same boat, yes.
Yeah, so do you go with gut or logic on this? You know what? I'm going to go against the grain here. I'm going to go Caleb Williams because he got let down in a heartbreaker in primetime last year with that Hail Mary. He thought he had Washington beat. He did have Washington beat. And Jaden pulled out a miracle. And I think this time Caleb Williams doesn't allow that to happen.
Okay.
I'm thinking Bears in an early week 1 upset on primetime. Excuse me. I've got Bears 25 and you know what? I'm going to change that up. I'm going 27-23 Bears.
27-23 Bears. I'm going to stick with my 24-21. I think I'm just going to go different from you. I'm going to go Minnesota runs the ball better. I think that's what it's going to come down to with 2 quarterbacks we don't know about. And I'll say Minnesota controls the ball 24-21.
Nice. All right, so there's our picks for week 1. Want to know what you think, how we did.
Put in the comments.
Put it in the comments. What are your picks? Put those in the comments. What's your favorite game of the week? What's your favorite game? I know mine.
Like I said, I got the Bills versus Ravens as my game of the week.
That is a superstar game. Do you have an upset of the week?
Upset of the week. Oh, man. I don't know.
Put you on the spot there.
I'm just going through the games. I like Seattle beating San Francisco. I think that's really my upset of the week.
Fair. I think that is my game of the week.
Okay.
And I'm taking the Bears as my upset of the week.
Okay.
So, actually, I take it back. I'm going Packers-Lions as my game of the week.
Yes.
With the Bears as my upset of the week. NFC North Feast.
Now to our final segment. We have a little trivia segment.
Very good. Okay, so for week 1, we have a question about week 1 as we kick off the year. I'm pretty excited. All right, so here's your trivia question. See if you can answer it at home. You get bonus points if you get all the answers right and if you get their teams right as well. So for week 1, who has had the most rushing yards week 1 in NFL history? Give me the top 3 answers.
Okay, top 3 answers. I'm going to be answering with y'all. We keep this secret because I don't know. So, highest rushing yards week 1 in NFL history. It's a really good question you came up with there. And I guess my first guess, I feel like Derrick Henry's had a couple of week 1 standouts. I know he has a couple 200-yard games. May not be right, but that'll be my first guess.
I like where your head's at, but he is not in the top 3.
Give me a hint. What was the most recent one?
The most recent one would have been 2010.
2010, so my decade was way off. 2010, top rushers in 2010. Okay. You know what? My next guess will be Ray Rice.
Ah, good guess. I like where you're thinking there too.
No, that's not right.
Not right.
No. No. Hopefully y'all have better guesses than me. I'll take one more guess, and I'll go further back. I'll go with like a Barry Sanders.
Oh man, no. Barry's not there. Believe it or not.
Oh.
As many big games as Barry had, and if I'm not mistaken, Barry and Jim Brown are the top two in yards per game in history.
Yeah.
Neither one of them are on this list.
So it is a tough question, a tough list. We will give you the answer on our first segment of our next episode. Remember to leave the comment in the comment section on what you think the answer is.
Awesome sauce. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed our man-to-man discussion.
And stay classy, sports fans.